The coin flip, the best of one matchup, the always wondering do they have Maxi, Ash Blossom called by the grave. Every ladder climber faces a duel, not just with other players, but with fate itself. And in this series, when fate calls, I will answer. Starting week 1 with a fresh account, every 2 weeks I'll open 10 master packs, binding my fate to the first secret pack I unlock. For the next 2 weeks, I can only craft from or open that one secret pack. With only those cards and my solo mode freebies in my arsenal, I must climb the Master Duel ladder to the coveted Master rank. And failure has consequences. Every time I lose, fate will choose a random set of cards from my deck to delete. With an unknown road ahead and doom close behind, I will rise to meet my Master Duel destiny. Hi folks, we need to talk about something. The United States of America is assisting the Israeli military in committing a horrific genocide against the people of Palestine, and has been for decades, providing political backing, military support, and weapons to target schools, hospitals, journalistic institutions, homes, and even refugee camps. And we, as a people, have a responsibility to speak up, to do what we can to stop this. Now, I know you all probably don't come here for politics, and you don't want to hear it in your fun show about a silly little card game. But to stay silent in the face of such atrocities is a political statement in and of itself. That it's okay to continue life as normal. That our little hobby here is more important than the use of our tax dollars to slaughter children. And I can't stay silent like that. And I hope that you won't either. I hope that you will take some time before we begin today's episode to check out the links in the description to support the ongoing efforts for peace in Palestine. There are a few things you can do there. You can check out the information available on boycotting businesses that are providing the Israeli military with support. You can check out some petitions and some scripts to call politicians that are influential in your region. And you can provide the most important aid that a civilian can in the United States right now to Gaza citizens by going to Gaza eSIMs and helping them to get their stories, their voices out there, be able to contact the outside world and not suffer these atrocities in silence. I am haunted every day by what I've seen coming out of Palestine. The images, the videos, the stories, and the sheer numbers of people that we as a country have participated in killing. And I can't sit idly by, and I hope you won't either. We aren't powerless to stop the evil in the world, and we're certainly not alone in trying. Every city across the United States right now has a community of people fighting to stop any politician, any business person, anyone with power from living quietly as long as they haven't done what they can to stop the horrors that are happening over in Gaza. If you are safe to do so and have the material ability, I implore you to join into those efforts, to join our hands and our voices as one to look for a better future, a more peaceful future. Because what happens overseas happens here at home. What happens to our neighbor happens to us as well. From the river to the sea, Palestine must be free. So with that, let's also take some time to experience joy in our life, pick up our energy to fight on, and have a little fun today. Let the episode continue. And welcome back, kings, queens, and monarchs of every element, to Master Duel Destiny. Last week we got destroyed. We got owned. In fact, we got owned so hard that I have considered restructuring the series, but have only made some minor changes. For the time... I got stun locked by the Karakuri thing. But for the time being, I'm only going to be making minor changes. Basically, the one thing that we're going to change, actually two things that we're going to be changing. I'm going to try dueling a lot more. This is supposed to be a ladder climb. You gotta grind some, you gotta play a lot more games. And in service of doing that without the series ending this episode, I am changing things so that I am only ever rolling one card per deck. We learned last episode that if I'm rolling for 3 cards potentially, that means I can expect 1 through 9 cards being destroyed from my deck, and I do want to play a deck and for this series to continue beyond the next 2 episodes. We also opened an interesting pack. We opened the Magistus Endymion pack, which is a really fascinating one for me as a pendulum lover, but has a glaring issue we have learned over the last week. I am going to get hit with yet another random gate thing. The thing we discovered over the last week is that these guys all have scale 4. Every single one of them. A fairly fatal flaw in a pendulum archetype, but we've been cooking a little bit. So let's see what the opening gives us, and perhaps we have something in the mix. Oh, I forgot about the 2nd anniversary rewards. I'll take some gems. I'll take a pack. Let's go get our free stuff. We love some free stuff on here. What pack are we going to get to start off the episode? All right, show me a good generic free UR. Oh, which one's it going to be? Which one are we picking? I'm feeling middle left upper. That's where I'm at. That one speaks to me. 3rd on the top row. I'm going to trust Diamond on this. Diamond has never led me astray. And also I can blame it on Diamond. All right, here we go. No, it's the crystal pack. Oh no. But hey, it got a SR. Despia jump scare. Okay, we take those. Witch Doctor of Sparta. More Gladiator Beast cards. Dark Mist is kind of funny. Valance. Wait, that's a pendulum card. Wait, we have a Valance. Ooh. Chris, wait, this is a pendulum card. It's a bad pendulum card, but hey, it's scale 2. Rainbow Veil, Rainbow Refraction, and Ancient City Rainbow Ruins. Ancient City Rainbow Ruins. Truly an incredible SR. And bless us with our free UR. Spectacular. Unbelievable. Oh, the 2nd royal of the series. It's a good point for Cosmodon. I did say I was never going to read a Valance card for this series. Oh, we've got a lot of free stuff. 1 free pack, please. It's a holo. All right, come on. We need something. My impeccable pack luck continues. All right, we got more free stuff. Immortal royalty. I will simply pull Eldritch. Yeah. Oh, hey, a Harpy card. Well, so far, so good today, let me tell you. Cosmic Mechanical Entities. Oh, is this because we're getting all the alt arts? Ooh, can we get an alt art unicorn? This is actually just genuinely a good pack. I will always take a free pack of this. This is just like a supplement for our deck, potentially. Yeah. At least one of these is a good card. Nightmare Cerberus is insane. That's an amazing card. Oh, this card's kind of sick too. I'd just genuinely put this in my extra deck. But Cerberus is just an incredible card. Very, very glad to have Cerberus. Ooh, and the other one I'm extremely excited about. The Sprite Pack. A lot of cool stuff we can get out of here, and we have a couple of pretty good level 2s by way of our synchrons. Oh, it's outside of the pack. Well, you know what? Mutora? Hold up. Cool. Cool. That's pretty solid. I'll take the shuffler. We take those. Well, that's that for that. For the free stuff, it's time for us to get on to the real deal. The main course, the main attraction, the headline show. But before we can do any of that, first, I need to craft the thing that's going to unlock our pack, and I need to show off a couple of our new rules regarding the Destiny dollars. Editor RJ, show them what the Destiny shop has available for us. Howdy folks, Editor RJ here with the rundown on the Destiny shop. These are the prizes that I can purchase with my hard-earned Destiny dollars. Don't get too comfy with this list though, I am inevitably going to transform it the second I realize this makes my life easier and therefore boring. My first set of prizes are wild cards. These are opportunities to break the rules a little bit and craft a card that comes from outside of the pack. Keep in mind this uses dust, which is not by any means an unlimited resource, so I can only use this prize a few times in any given period. Starting at 1 Destiny dollar, I can purchase normals and rares. At 3, I can get an SR, and at 5, I can get a UR, but that's where things get really interesting. For 10 Destiny dollars, I can toss them down the drain to save a card that's about to get dusted or morgued. I can also spend 10 Destiny dollars to freeze the pack, meaning that when Master Duel is choosing my new set for me, I can say, let's stick with that one, and regardless of what comes afterward, regardless of what set we unlock, that's the one I stick with, no take-backsies. If I want those take-backsies, I'm gonna have to drop $20 for it. I can also use those $20 to resurrect a card from the morgue, or use 25 of them for a soul charge, allowing me to unmorgue every card on the morgued ban list for 1 episode. This is a pretty tough prize to get, but it would be wild if I can get there. I'm looking forward to making use of the Destiny shop as things go on, so keep a close eye on those Destiny dollar counts. Alright, our craft to get us back into the pack, I think, is going to have to be Spell Power Mastery. The search for the searcher for Endymion cards. We got good Endymion cards. We at least have 1 good Endymion card. It's going to be either this or Servant itself. Alright, let's generate a Spell Power Mastery and let the games begin. Oh hey, I lied about free stuff. We get an extra pull. Oh please. Oh please, Master Duel. Be merciful. Be good to me. I know you have it in you. Hollows. 1 from out of the pack. 2 go. That's a pretty good Yu-Gi-Oh card. That is a pretty good Yu-Gi-Oh card. And you know what I love about this Yu-Gi-Oh card? This Yu-Gi-Oh card is a generic 10, which we've already proven our deck is more than capable of putting onto the board. Fascinating. Are we just ditching Endymion to go back to Synchrons this time around? Okay, alright, let's go for the NRs. What are we going to get? Spell Power Grasp is great, we needed 3 of those. And a Basilisk, that's great, we needed 1 of those. Alright, second hollow from outside of the pack. Voici la carte. Oh boy, I would love to play that set. And from inside the pack, a second Spell Power Mastery. Honestly, I wasn't planning for getting a second Spell Power Mastery, so I will take it. For sure. I will take a second Spell Power Mastery. For free, too? eating good today. Also, the chunging is nuts. 10 packs of knowledge of the myth lords. Show me? I see at least one ultra rare. If that's one of the good ultra rares, I will be a happy camper. Let the games begin. Now I need at least 2 of the good ultra rares in order for my plan this week to work. What do we get? Pack 1. Nada. Hilariously, the Grand Spellbook Tower does combo rather nicely with our 1 Spellbook of Power that we have access to. If we get like a 3rd Spellbook card, I will just run this. All right, our first holo from the 10. All right, okay. You couldn't have just seen your way to actually giving me a holo in that pack. Institution's a great card, though. We do need 3 of those for the deck. Is this one actually a holo? Master Duel just doesn't want this series to continue. That's what I've decided. Master Duel is just against me. Alright, come on. Ooh, there's a Magister. We needed 3 of that. 3 Magister is great. Oh, and Dark Renewal is randomly nuts for this deck. Dark Renewal is another card from outside of the pack that's just dramatically better than anything we have inside the pack. It tributes an opponent's monster to summon a dark spellcaster from your deck. And we've got great ones. We've got great dark spellcasters to go into. Phenomenal card. Maybe we're making up for those last 2? Not good. Better for sure. Reflection of Endymion is a great card. It's not one I was planning around, but it's a great card. Also, Rugal is a randomly good thing to get, and Double Fin Shark could be good if we get any water monsters. A lot of interesting cards in this pack in particular. Daybreaker's actually kind of good. I may have given it a little too much shit. Good arrows, got a pretty good effect when it comes to spell counters, and spell counters are what's important. We are praging so hard right now. It's inside the pack. Squabata's cool. Also, Predaplant. We've got a randomly large amount of Predaplants. Another Basilisk. A magical something. Deneb. Okay. A second Cerberus. We needed 3 of this card. Yes. Right, it's inside the pack. Oh, Gaga Samurai is a randomly good Xyz monster. And by good, I mean, like, acceptable. Alright, come on. Another Servant. Okay, alright. This isn't how I expected our opening to go, but it's not terrible, honestly. It's inside the pack. It's outside the pack, too. Chocolate Magician Girl. Honestly, maybe okay in our deck. Honestly, maybe okay. Kaliga. Now, Alchemy, Rogue of Endymion. A 3rd Spell Power Grasp. Endymion's Lab. This card is not good. Oh well. But it places spell counters on the field, and that's not terrible as long as we can find our way to a Jackal. Oh, Magical Abductor. You know what? For a pack that told me that it had a holo in it and didn't, I'm okay with that. All right, last pack says it's got a holo in it. Oh, Artemis is not ideal. Artemis is not great. Aruha is a weirdly good card. If we can get a couple of Unchained cards, this will not go amiss. This has been interesting. I really was hoping for 2 of the good 3 ultra rares. I wanted, because ultimately I need 3 Cerberus, a Jackal, and an Endymion. But we now have 2 Servant, we now have 2 Spell Power Mastery, we have Reflection, and we have some good NR stuff. We might be able to work with this, folks. All right, folks. So our pulls were terrible from inside the pack. However, we have most of what we need in order to really get cooking when it comes to an Endymion deck. We're going to have to spend a lot of UR dust, but I would rather spend UR dust on this pack than go back into it for the cards that we need, since the low rarity stuff is so bad. And we need the URs in order to make this set work, and I don't want to just throw this set in the trash. So we're going to spend a little bit of dust tonight. We are going to generate a 3rd Cerberus. We are going to generate our 1st Pendymion, and we are going to generate a Jackal King, a 3rd Spell Power Mastery, and a couple of N's and R's. And the result is the skeleton of a relatively playable deck. I think that we can really do something with this potentially, and I'm looking forward to seeing what that is. I'm gonna throw together some stuff, we're gonna do some play testing, and we'll see where this lands us before we commit to the ladder. All right, we are back. We are back. After doing a little bit of brewing and a day later, we are back to, first of all, get a little bit more free stuff, and second of all, figure out our final deck for today's run. We did a little bit of testing in solo mode yesterday, did a little bit of brewing on Edo Pro just to see what we're going to do with this. Normally, I don't think I would bother with this, but Pend is really tough. So we need to put together something killer today to go up the ladder. Let's first grab our free stuff. All right, here we go. 1 free UR. Bottom second from the right is what Austin CK says for this. All right. What's it gonna be? Okay, could be worse. Could be worse. I have very good Cybers cards in the first place, so if we can get a little bit of Cybers goodness, not opposed. Oh, ooh, that card's terrible, and the Galaxy Eyes pack is very, very difficult to play. But if we get the Galaxy Eyes pack, that's going to be really phenomenal. Fire King Island A, shout out to the current meta. Baruru, Don Uribo, and Idol Reborn. And our free ultra rare is... Come on, a Link Monster. Come on, a Link Monster. Dark Templar at Ignister. Whoa! Oh wait, I already knew that was going to be a royal. All right, well, after a couple of games of solo mode, I actually have a pretty spicy idea. See, the Destiny dollars, the Destiny shop, give me the option to spend 1 Destiny dollar each on an out-of-the-pack normal rarity, and I have a copy of Sky Iris, a card that allows me to get any Odd Eyes card out of my deck to my hand at the cost of destroying a card. Now that sounds like it wouldn't be ideal, but for the fact that I can destroy cards in my Pend zone so I can use my Mythical Beast pendulums after getting my spell counter effects out. And this does mean that I can run Odd Eyes Unicorn and 8 scale and Performapal Odd Eyes Synchron, which is a 6 scale, which isn't ideal, but is a level 2 tuner that is searchable that I can use to summon incredible cards like Chung Ying. I think this is pretty cool. I think this is a good use of my Destiny dollars, and there's one more card I'm considering spending Destiny dollars on. Let's see if you look at this deck and can think of what that might be. But for now, I'm going to spend 2 Destiny dollars, turn them into the shop to generate a Performapal Odd Eyes Unicorn and a Performapal Odd Eyes Synchron. And that is that for that. Let's get into the duels. Bronze 1. What can we do with our Pendulum Brew? Gotta change decks. Let's duel. Oh, I'm excited, and I'm also nervous. Okay, we get to choose if we go first or second. I feel like we need to go second. I'm not sure if that's the right choice, though. I'm not sure if that's the right choice. Watch us get a, like, perfectly going first hand. This is not a good going first hand, so I'm glad that we're going second. We don't really have anything worth putting our spell power grasp counters on. But I'm also noticing that these folks are accessoried out. So we may be in trouble anyway. Ah, we're up against a superior pendulum deck, I see. They went to end phase. Okay, if we draw into something like a Cerberus, we're in very good shape. Magical Abductor is like a Cerberus for sure. I think we open by Garuda-ing one of their pen scales. The question is which one. I don't actually know if DDD has more high scales or low scales now that I'm thinking about it. I think Copernicus is better for them to have in the extra deck for them. Yeah, I think Copernicus is better for their sake for them to have, so I'm going to Garuda the Nicola. Okay. And then I'm going to go for Magical Abductor here. And then let's go Mythical Institution next. Then we can Spell Power Grasp. We will add Spell Power Grasp to the hand. Oh, this is actually nuts. This is nuts. Okay. I'm going to Pend Up Magister. I'm going to activate Magical Abductor. I should have actually pended up Magister earlier because that way we could get Big Endymion this turn, but I don't think it's going to matter that much. And I might actually go for Cerberus. Yeah, we actually want Cerberus over Big Endymion. Oh, we can't summon the Cerberus because it's an 8. I'm a dingo, folks. I am bad at Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, no. I goofed up this entire line. This deck is so hard! What I should have done there is I should have actually gone for Amber Factor. And then I will go Sky Iris. From your field. Okay, this is fine. I think we just PS Jackal King, Garuda. This was not ideal. I think we actually wanted to go for Cerberus and then Sky Iris away our Magical Abductor so that we could do the Cerberus line. But we kind of take what we can get here. Oh, Necro Slime. Fascinating. We'll pass turn. Because we can't go for Daybreaker here. Yeah, I threw that turn a little bit. I threw that turn just a little bit. Also, I probably should have activated Sky Iris in the main phase too. But whatevs. Whatever. What is this card? They surrendered! They scooped! Let's go! Oh, we take those. That is our the 10th, now 9th, 8th, 7th, 8th Destiny dollar. Anyway, we got Destiny bucks. We got them bucks, them dollar. We take those. Oh, and there's our rank up to Silver 5. We take the gems, we take the packs, we take the whatever we can get here. That's 3 legacy packs, and I also got a couple of legacy packs out of solo mode, so let's go shopping. 7 legacy packs, don't mind if I do. 3 potential holos. Let's get to work. Salamandra. I have the original secret rare of this. It looks sick. Okay. Super armored robot armored Black Sea. Kiss a tie. Okay. Witty Phantom. How many people in chat used to have a crush on this guy? We got an upgrade. Kind of. I love that Duck Dummy is a direct attacker with 0 attack. Stellar card design. Baby Mud Dragon. Illblood. Okay. Well, Illblood is kind of a... Oh, I didn't read the Baby Mud Dragon. Whatever. Illblood is kind of an Edison-ass card, so it might not be good here. Kelbeck. Kelbeck jump scare. Oh, that's weird. That's interesting. I like where we're at. So it also occurred to me in our previous thing, I never actually explained how this deck works. So for those of you who don't know, this is Mythical Beast Endymion. There are 2 themes at work here, both of which get power off of spell counters. The Mythical Beasts are all 4 scales, irritatingly, that get effects when they are alone in the pendulum zone. Usually that involves destroying them. Jackal adds a spell counter to any monster on the board. Garuda destroys a spell trap. Medusa can summon a monster from the graveyard. Basilisk can shuffle back a card from the face-up extra deck to draw a card. And then famously, Jackal King can summon a face-up mythical beast from your extra deck, and Cerberus can search for any mythical beast from your deck. These 2 cards also have powerful on-field effects. Cerberus can banish cards, and Jackal King is a monster negate at the cost of 2 spell counters on the board. These cards act in service to the Endymion monsters, all of whom have various spell counter effects that usually have to do with summoning them from the Pend Zone. And Magister summons a monster from the face-up extra deck when it summons itself from the Pen Zone at the cost of 3 spell counters. Servant summons a monster from your deck that can have spell counters at the cost of 3 spell counters itself. And then the big Endymion, if there are 6 or more spell counters on the board, or is it 7? It's a lot. There are a lot of spell counters on the board. It is 6. It summons itself, destroys as many cards as there are monsters with spell counters or cards with spell counters, and then can add those spell counters to itself. And on the field is a spell trap negate. This deck aims to sequence things such that you get the spell counters that you need on your Endymion cards while not interfering with your mythical beasts, a thing that is very, very difficult to do because of how their effects nombo. The Odd Eyes cards help us to do that by getting us additional pen scales and providing a spell card in Sky Iris that can also remove our scales on our terms. This deck is really, really interesting and extremely difficult. Let's get back into the duels. You know what? I am feeling a special type of way. I am feeling maybe greedy, maybe a little bit lavish, a little impulsive. I am going to take this opportunity, having gotten our first win where I felt like we were a little bit shaky on our plays, to grab the major fixer for all pendulum plays. I think I'm going to spend 5 Destiny dollars to craft an Electromite. Oh, there it is. Oh, making ill-advised decisions. There goes. The game crashed trying to convince me not to do this, but I've got it. I have done the thing. I'm also going to get my free pack here. One of the nice things about crafting a UR outside of the pack is it also gives me a free pull. So we're going to do that. We always take our Master Duel freebies where we can get them. Hold up. Oh, we don't have any metal foes, so we can't summon out. We have a metal foes. It's Electromite. Hold up. We can full fusion away our Electromite for Alkahest if we have a vanilla monster. Do we have any normal pendulums? No, but they are ends. So I'm down to 3 Destiny dollars, but if I wanted to get a couple of ends for myself, I can do that. I should not be throwing away every single Destiny dollar I have, though. Electromite is good enough. Let's get into the ladder. It's also a little bit my hope that my opponents see me playing Endymion and just choose to surrender rather than have to read. What is with me and getting all the Dragon Maid accessory players? I'm going first. Okay. Electromite helps a lot with my going first combos. What do we got? Oh, that's bizarre. That's really weird. So Jackal King can sack itself off to summon a guy from deck. But it won't. It will only have one spell counter. It's a weird one for sure. I think we have to do it. To get Jackal King. Yeah, let's do it. And we can go Mythical Bestiary. Oh, those were actually a couple of good hits off of that. I get 2 counters. I'll activate Jackal. Tribute off the Jackal will summon Jackal King. You know what I just realized? This isn't a spell counter grasp or a spell power grasp. This is a spell power mastery. That totally changes things. God, I have to actually read cards every once in a while. I think, honestly, we probably go for an 8 scale. We probably go for Pendymion here, right? And then we can summon Sloth. Yeah, let's do that. Let's grab Pendymion. Place the counter on Jackal King. And we can scale up. We can scale up Pendymion. And then we can scale up Jackal. And then we can just PS Sloth. And then the question is, do I want to activate Pendymion now? That's the big question, because Pendymion will be another negate. I'll pass. We'll see what happens. Maybe this is bad. Maybe I want to have the second negate on board. The other thing is I could get Lightning Stormed here and just lose the game. They're going for Sky Iris of their own. What is with the penned matchups we're getting today? Too bad Pendymion's effect isn't a quick effect. Wouldn't that be kind of nice? I have so many spell counters on the board right now. What does this do? Do we want to negate this just to get the scales out of the way? Let's do that. Let's negate just to keep them from getting scales. Alright, there's Arc Pendulum. So it seems like they're going to get scales no matter what I do here. But they can't summon from the extra deck, which is kind of nice. 2 Arc Pendulums. Fascinating choices to make. They're going to Sky Iris. Sky Iris away an Arc Pendulum. That means that they probably don't have any other Arc Pendulums in hand. Oh shit, they can summon an Odd Eyes from deck. That's bad for me. Okay. I really think I should have summoned the Endymion. Yeah, because now they can just go battle phase and I'm just fucked. I have no spell counters, I have no guys. Let's see what I can do. Here's Magister. So there's good news and there's bad news. The good news is I can pen summon here. The bad news is I can't do anything with the monsters I penned. Electromite gets us a guy? What guy does Electromite get us? We wouldn't have any spell counter dudes. Let's pen to summon. Let's pen summon out Jackal King. So I basically won't be able to do anything before I do this. So this play always starts with pen summon Jackal King. And then normal Magister. The question is, what do we do after that? We can go Daybreak. But Daybreak doesn't do much for us if we just lose next turn, right? We've got 1 minute remaining. I think we might just be hosed. Oh, I have no idea what I'm doing. This was a tough one. I think it was just a massive misplay to not go for Pendymion turn 1 and negate the Sky Iris. Oh, I mean they had Jokers, so like the other thing here is like they had all the resources they need. I'm just playing against a superior penned deck right now. God, I can't be mad when I see that astrograph animation. It's so cool. I'm like hella losing this game, but it's a very cool animation. Yeah, I mean, they have lethal on board. I don't know why I'm continuing this. Yep, you got it. It's all you. Oh! Devastated by the superior pendulum deck and by my not using Endymion turn 1. I got cowed by trying to figure out if I would have to destroy anything with Endymion. I think you can choose 0 with Endymion. And I probably should have just tested that out. And now I suffer the consequences. Here we are at potentially the end of all things. 55 cards. I've spent so much dust today, and it may become all for naught. 41? That's an extra deck card. Okay. It's our first extra deck card. Oh, it's Urquisis. Not ideal. It does get morged, but I could have lost much worse. I could have lost a lot worse than Urquisis. Now we just have a single Mighty Warrior as our 6, and that's perfectly fine. I am so relieved. Last episode was brutal to our collection, and I spent so much for this one. What if I put in Raster Liger? This is kind of ill-advised, because this is an undustable card, and if we morgue it now, my Link lineup goes real south, but we need win conditions in this deck. We need them bad. All right, Silver 5 proving a little bit more difficult for us than Bronze 1, but let's see what we can do in our second Silver 5 game. All right, they're choosing. We are going second. This is actually kind of an okay hand. We've got Spell Power Mastery plus Servant plus Astrograph. We have Medusa in hand. Medusa isn't ideal as an opener because we won't have anything in the graveyard. But it's a guy. It's a normal summonable, so if we draw into Master Cerberus, that's an Electromite. It's so annoying that I can't use my Mythical Beast with an Endymion in my pen zone. I keep thinking how incredible the Cerberus line would be if I could activate Servant of Endymion first. Yeah, go off. For sure. Chain Energy? Wait, is this self-decay? Or is this just, like, really terrible burn? Either way, I'm not sure why it's in silver. What's going on here? Are you kidding me? You gonna make me get Garuda out of my deck? What are our last 2 cards? Nothing. I could beat this. Yeah, for sure. Oh, especially with a Mythical Bestiary off the top. This just wins me the game, right? Yeah, for sure. This just wins me the game. Because this does Electromite things, right? We go Servant. We go Bestiary. It is going to cost a lot of life points, but whatever. 2 counters. And then we go for Pendulum. Oh, that summon animation is sick. Put Servant in, I don't know, defense. Why not? And then we normal summon Medusa. It's fine. And then I did this in the wrong order because I needed to have... Oh, well, whatever. Whatever! We're going to go for Electromite here. One way or another, I'll be able to summon Astrograph this turn, and that's what's important here. I think we put Serb in the extra. Yeah, we put Serb in the extra. We go Spell Power Mastery. We do not chain. I'll grab Magister. At this point, it really doesn't matter, I think. I'll grab Reflection, because I want to be able to summon Servant later. Place the counter on Endymion. And then I will scale Reflector. Oh, I'm a dingo. The reason why I wanted to get Magister is because I could grab another Magister off of Astrograph. But this literally could not matter less. I'm glad we get this game to practice. Ooh, the Astrograph summon animation, it's so sick. Oh, and Endymion's Lab is kind of sick. Do we want to push even further? I think we just go to battle phase. I know that I can do the Cerberus line if I really feel like it. I also put Electromite in the wrong zone. That's a thing to remember from next time. And there's the direct attack for game. Okay, we are back up to 4 Destiny dollars, I suppose. We take those? I spy with my little Isle Legacy pack. Shop, 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 shop. Every duelist. Maw Hunter, okay. Let's duel. Dueling time. Duel for the Destiny duel. Let's do this. Alright, they're default except for Masquerena. I've got the little Masquerena icon thing. We're going second. How did we draw? We drew bizarrely. I don't know what to make of this hand. Our low scale is a 2, which is not ideal because it means that Odd Eye Synchron isn't available to us. Oh, it's self-TK, god damn it. Alright, I'm not going to spin my wheels anymore. There are things that I could do to try and combo or whatever. I'm just going to go to battle. Like, maybe that's a bad idea. This is like good practice for me because Pend is hard, but I'm not sticking around through self-TK. That is another Destiny dollar in the bank. We are back up to 5 now. Right? That's 5. I think it's 5. And our rank up to silver 4. What do we got? 2 legacy packs. Let's do it. Winners get treats. Legacy packs. I've been getting a lot of yellow legacy packs recently. Have you noticed that? Fish and swaps. Battle Waltz. This card's kind of cool. For playing synchros, we just get basically a copy of our synchro. Eochtar. Ooh, World Chalice. That card's kind of cool for Link stuff. World Legacy Link. Legacy. Enough of this. Let's duel. Uh-oh. This is another Dragon Maid accessory. Thank you for the hydrate. His hand is distinctly better than the last one. Just by merit of Cerberus being in hand. Oh, is that a real card? Zexal Construction. Ooh, we're up against Utopia again. Revealing Ash. Oh, cool. This is a weird one. We have a Spell Trap Destruction, we have an Ash Bait. I think whether or not we try to Ash Bait with Cerberus is going to depend. They're going for Utopia double turn 1. Is the plan here to self-TK off of Utopia double's attack? Is that what we're up to here? Anyway, so whether or not we try to bait Ash with Cerb is going to depend on whether we get something that can trigger Magical Abductor. They're just utopian. Dragonar. Summons a number. Okay, that makes an opponent's monster 0. We need to look out for that. Yo, Utopia Ray. Okay, and what's this Zale weapon? Okay, it's a monster negate. So that's their only disruption. Unicorn is so bad here. It's so bad. Okay, I think we have to try and trigger Jackal. I think that's the plan here. I don't know where that gets us, but it's got to be somewhere, right? Yeah. Okay. So let's normal summon Jackal. Maxi, that's perfectly fine. Let's PS Garuda. Let's take out their monster negate. Oh, they just had an additional monster negate. That's bad. That's like really bad for us, actually. That's actually a major problem for us, it turns out. Let's PS up Master Cerberus. Let's see if we can make them think we're trying to bait Ash. Wait, can they not Ash us? Were they just unable? Why can't they Ash us? We can hand up Jackal King? Activate Jackal King? Yeah, okay. Summon Serb. Okay. We can go Abductor. We can go Magister. Okay, let's try for it. Because I don't think that we have a way of getting Serb on its own to 4. So what we actually want is to get Jackal King to 2. So let's go Magister. Oh, we all actually have Serb right now. So let's take this opportunity to do that. We'll remove them from Serb since we're about to Electromite. I did not think we had that many spell counters. Okay. Damn, that's a lot of Serb attack. Maybe we just go to battle right now. Yeah, let's do that. And then we can do Electromite things during main phase too. Oh, it shuffles the card back into the deck. Okay. Till the end of the opponent's turn. Okay, so the question is, do we Electromite at all? Electromite gives us access to a monster negate, potentially? Yeah, let's do it. Electromite. I mean, we're giving them free cards off Maxi, which isn't ideal. I forgot that they activated Maxi at the beginning of this turn. Maybe I should have just held the Serb. I'll go Pendulum here. I think that's actually the plan. Because we can Electromite away Magister. Add Pendulum. Draw a card. Activate Unicorn. PS. PS2. We'll go Jackal King here, Pendulum here. Pass turn, and now we have a monster negate and a spell trap negate. That seems like not awful. Pot of Avarice. I feel like they want their Utopias back in the extra deck. I think that we Endymion this. The only problem is that Avarice is not a hard once. Hey, Raigeki. If we survive the turn, that card's going to go hard. Okay. We've got Pendymion. We also have Jackal King live now. Zexal Construction. Okay. Zupapa Bancho, Gargaga Coat, summon a guy. Wait, can't we just negate this with Jackal King? This is not a Utopia monster. What is this card? That's fine. You can keep that. That's perfectly fine. The card we need to worry about right now is Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon. No, that's fine. I think. Maybe it isn't. Maybe I need... Because Dark Rebellion is going to be able to beat anything. Oh, I have Raigeki. Why am I worrying about Dark Rebellion? I'm a dingo. Yeah. And here we absolutely Jackal King. Being on a low clock is rough. It's a little terrifying. We won! Oh, we made it out. We made it out alive. Folks, let's go. Let us proceed. Oh, we are back up to 6 Destiny dollars. Oh, this is going so well. This is going so well. I love this deck. It's so hard. It's kicking my ass. But I feel like I'm getting so much out of it. Card case, Magicians of Bonds and Unity. Ooh. Ooh, let's get some legacy packs. Wow, that was rad. That was so cool. Winners go shopping. Raging Cloudian. Jirai Gumo. That's a sealed special. Thick Kong. This one's a Duel Links special. It's just a rare everybody has in Duel Links. Let's duel again, folks. Let's duel again. All right, time to get my ass handed to me by my own deck again. Right, going second again. Oh, this person is accessoried up. You can't see it, but they've got borders, they've got icons, they've got a deck thing, they've got a default field. And we've got a pretty decent hand. Mythical Bestiary does automatically trigger Magical Abductor. They're going Swords of Revealing Light, promising start. Oh, you bitch. And then they're going end phase. Do we just win the game? Oh, we might with that. That's insane, right? So we've got to open with Serb. Activate Serb. I think it's got to be Jackal so that we can get Serb into the Pend Zone. Or into the EMZ. Activate Jackal. Summon Serb. Then we Servant? Oh, okay. No, I know what the order for this is. For sure. Okay. Let's go Abductor. Let's go Servant. Let's Mythical Bestiary. On to Servant. 2 counters. Oh, it's got to be a monster. We have to be able to get to Garuda specifically for this to work. Hilarious. But that's fine because we can Electromite for Garuda. Let's go Pendymion. Pendymion here. Servant here. Oh, maybe it was actually Electromite for Pendymion. Let's go Electromite. Yeah, I think we wanted to Electromite for Pendymion so that we could get those sweet, sweet spell counters and get its destruction effect. But I think this still probably does it. Go for Garuda. Shit, now what? Well, because if we scale Magister and then pop Magister, we won't be able to pop Magical Abductor for Garuda. So I think we actually awkwardly have to pop Magical Abductor before we get its effect. It's really weird, but I think it's the play. Because we need to out Swords Revealing Light. That's solid. We've already used its effect, though. Let's go Garuda. Oh, I did it wrong. Okay, I know what I had to do. I needed to use Basilisk. I needed to use Basilisk before I used Garuda. Because we have Serb in the extra that we could have shuffled back, so we could have gotten the ad for Magical Abductor. And then oh, it's also awkward. It's also awkward. No, we're going to no. Oh, whatever. It does the same thing. We pen to summon. We PS for Jackal King. We did this in all sorts of wrong order. This deck is so hard. This deck is so hard. Battle phase. Swing. 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 We have a monster negate, we have a spell negate, we'll be fine. We will be okay. It'll be fine. We're up against somebody who opened Swords of Revealing Light. We're going to be okay. Alright. Alright, you know what? Just battle phase. Let's just go battle phase. Just gonna swing in. Oh, that was a duel for sure. Yeah. I am too slow a player. I am too slow a player to play this deck. But none of that matters with another Destiny dollar in the bank. And the rank up. We take those for sure. A special Hurricane? You know what? I've seen worse cards. I have seen worse cards. Special Hurricane is like bad Raigeki, Dark Hole, whatever. We take those. Let's go shopping. All right, 2 of the finest Legacy packs, please. Ha. Ooh, the upgrade to probably more rares. Shine Palace. Look at this dude. Armored with the crimson sword of crimson flames, this warrior can bind a monster with fiery restraints. Can bind me with. Oh, this was fun. Let's duel. Let's fit one more duel in here. I think we can get one more duel in. Do you think we can get one more duel in? I certainly do. I've been having fun with this deck. This has been a really sick deck. I am glad I spent the dust. Going first. Yeah, let's actually go first this time. These folks are a little bit accessoried up. That does worry me mildly. Okay, let's draw into Cerberus. We drew into Cerberus. Ooh, we drew into Cerberus double Mythical Bestiary. That's kind of rad, actually. Don't you dare start with Maxi. Swear, if this person starts with Maxi, just shotguns the Maxi, going to be an unhappy camper. Not that them activating Maxi, like chaining Maxi to something, is much better for us. Let's go Serb. Let's activate Serb. Well, they didn't chain to that, which kind of tells me that they don't have Maxi. Also probably means they don't have Ash. There's Serb. All right, now let's start doing servant things. The awkward thing here is that I don't actually have access to a pendulum scale at the moment. So we can go big Endymion. But we can't summon Jackal King. Let's activate Servant's effect before we activate Endymion's Lab. Let's grab Mighty. And I don't think we even bother with Electromite, right? Because Electromite doesn't get us to the scales we need. Just go Endymion's Lab. Oh, that's so weird. That's so awkward. Wait, we haven't normal summoned. What would we tribute? Would we tribute Electromite? That seems like a bad idea, but it does give us the double monster negate. Let's try for it. This is a terrible idea. But, you know, I've done worse probably. Use Electromite. We could go Electromite into... What do I want to put in the extra? I'll put Reflection in the extra, just to have it. So what we want here is we want to tribute summon Jackal King. Want to get that sweet, sweet monster negate. Now we'll have literally nothing. But that nothing will include a monster negate and a spell trap negate. Right? Like, is this a mega throw? Or am I kind of cooking here? Because the other thing is that even if I need to bounce Jackal King for Endymion, right, I can have Jackal King to acquire a Serb for next turn. I feel like that's something. I feel like as soon as they get their chance to do so, I feel like we have to shotgun Mythical Bestiary. Yeah, let's shotgun the Mythical Bestiary. Losing Servant isn't great. And then we'll put them on Pendymion. And they'll both get counters anyway. What are we doing with this? We're going to end phase. We are going to end phase with this, is what we're doing. Unless we're emptying our hand for some reason. Battle phase. Where are we going with this? We're attacking. We're attacking into Endymion. To accomplish nothing. I think just reading Endymion has probably broken their brains. Spell Power Mastery is such a sick rip here. Oh, that's so good. I'm not sure what it actually does for me now that I'm talking about it. But, like, it gives me spell counters, and that's what's important.
It gets us exactly Magister. I've seen worse. Put the counters on Pendulum again. Go to battle phase. Let's swing in. Maybe I should have normal summoned this guy. Would we have game? We would have had exact lethal. I should have normal summoned him. Oh well. I was like, we've got to make sure that we have something for next turn. Could have just normal summoned the fucker. Whatever. Could have bounced him back for Pendulum. No, normal summon. A punk Wagon goes to battle phase. We just dying. Is that what we're doing? We are dying rather than have to look at pendulum monsters for one more second. Select 2 monster card attributes. Your opponent then selects one of the 2 and destroys all face-up monsters with that. I've only got dark, so go off. Yep, buddy. We just trying to activate some cards before the end comes. Is this a masochist? Is that what's going on here? Is this guy a tuner? Wagon. I'm wondering if this is a masochist at work. That's a very masochist card. I'm thinking it is a valiant masochist who's experiencing masochism for sure, because I apparently refuse to go for lethal in this penned deck. Alright, the penned asshole himself, the card that people use to talk about why Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a terrible game, Endymion, get in there. Oh, it feels good to win again and get another Destiny dollar in the bank. Well, this deck looked kind of sick. This was kind of fun. We lost once. We lost one non-essential card. And we picked up a penned deck that will probably serve us for the rest of time anytime we get pens. Last week was brutal, but this week was really fun. I'm gonna have to test this deck a lot more before we continue this challenge. I can't wait to see you in the next cycle. If this has been as much fun as it was, and Synchrons were as much fun as they were, I can't wait to see what we get next. I'll see you folks there. Go forward in humble confidence.